I used to know a girl who had a baby, would be obviously home all day with the baby, and her partner would go to work, come back from work, get ready, go out to play football, come back, have dinner, chill. And there would be like no consideration for the fact that she's been at home all day with this baby. This baby's really young. She can't even have a shower
Mm.
because the
Because you
baby's
can't like leave the baby. Yeah,
exactly for
yeah,
too
yeah.
long. So she's like in clothes that are like horrible and smelly and got sick all over them and stuff. And she's been changing nappies all day. She's
Mm.
been with a baby all day as well.
Yeah.
And her partner's given like zero f's about it. He's just carried on with his life as normal. And I think that's the reality for a lot of women. And
Mm.
the they don't communicate that to their partner, and then other things start happening, like because I think in this scenario where you're saying like the relationship's very imbalanced. I think that happens naturally as well when the other partner's not
Mm.
doing their bit, and then what happens is that the partner probably wants the attention that they're not getting, that they haven't been getting as much as
Mm-hmm.
before. And then what do? They start giving more attention to the child
Yeah.
because that's where they feel their value is, because their partner's not really
Partner's
paying
not
any,
there.
exactly, and they feel the child needs more. So
Mm.
what starts happening then? Then all of a sudden it's the baby sleeping in the bed and the partner's sleeping somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then what happens to the kid? The mum becomes like overprotective, mollycoddles the
Yes,
kid. The kid
exactly.
doesn't know how to do anything
Because then
itself.
you get mummy's
Yeah,
boys.
yeah. And then that's legit it. You get this kid that's been like literally
Yeah,
mothered its whole life. Nothing wrong with mothering, but over mothering,
yeah. That's
and they become like simps. Do
yeah,
you know what I mean? I can't. Mum does everything. Mum cooks for me. Mum cleans for me. Can't speak to people. Can't go outside. Can't do anything for themselves because their mum's doing everything, and they get attached to that relationship because they've lost the relationship with their pet, with the pet, the father.
mm.
So they've built like this symbiotic kind of like false relationship with their kid, not in obviously in a intimate
But they rely on
sense, but
them
yeah, but
for
for that
like, yes,
emotional
yeah,
hole that's missing. So
yeah,
they have like this weird bond, and then the kid it just messes the kid up. Plus the kid's
yeah,
not got the father, or he's vaguely there, and when he is there,
mm.
he's abusing the mum. So like, what kind of warped version of relationships does the kid see and
Yeah,
witness and
exactly.
understand? Do you know what I
Not
mean?
balanced and not healthy. And then what
Yeah,
happens when that type of child gets into a relationship? The cycle continues
yeah,
because they expect that partner to behave how
yeah,
their mum did.
yeah.
And then when the child comes into the picture, what happens? They get angry that they're not getting the attention anymore,
Exactly,
and then
nails and
it
heads.
just gets into this vicious
Nails
cycle.
on head. So that kid grows up, gets in a relationship, has a kid. Oh, my mum looked after me fine. My dad was never there. You can do the same. He fucks off, leaves you with the kid, and then the same thing
Yeah,
happens again.
and that's
And
how we get
thus,
generational trauma.
that legit, we got to do better, kids. We got to do better. But yeah, it's mad. It actually is mad. It's so mad when you actually like look into it and unravel the butterfly effect, like the chain of events that lead
Yeah,
to these
certain things
actions and
happening.
these
Yeah,
characteristics and how it works out. And it's like, yo, it all generally comes down to like your childhood and how
mm.
you're raised by your parents.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?